Happy Monday. Happy Monday, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to Supercharged Manifesting Monday, the start of another week. Time for some spiritual coffee. Got a good one for you today. I'm so excited. I'm going to jump over here and look at the comments. That lets me know when you guys are on and you're giving each other some money, family love. By the way, if this is your first time watching this live, being part of this family, we call ourselves the Money Family, and we have dubbed Mondays Money Day. So happy Money Day to all of you watching, whether you're watching live or the replay. We also give each other love. So come on in, say hi to each other, say hi to me, give love. I love that you guys, last week I said, hey, can you just give a little heart to the comment above yours? And you guys rocked it. It was amazing seeing all of that love being shared first thing on a Monday morning. Made my day. All right. Happy Money Day. I love it. Hello, Christina Maria. Happy Money Day. This morning, this entire week, it's all about like a rampage. Today, this morning on Facebook and Thursday on Clubhouse, both topics. I just want to have a rampage. I want to have fun. I want us to just go for the wildest things that we can say. So buckle up, get ready to type, get ready to dream. We're going for it this morning. Yay! The Money Family's in the house. Look at everybody. Happy Money Day. That's right, Emmy. I'm going to put this up here. Where did it go? There we go. Happy Money Day. You got it right, Emmy. Happy Money Day. I love it. All right. So this morning's conversation I titled it, What If? And I've been having a lot of conversations since the start of the year, really talking about especially things that we can do to manifest the big dreams, particularly in the area of money in our lives, and what are some of the things that we do to block it, and what are some of the things that we can do to keep us moving forward, keep us in that attracting vibration. And this morning's conversation is one of those things. So if you all know me, you know everything is a story. And I was thinking about how I came to the awareness around this what if thing that I do. And tell me if you can relate if you're watching. So several summers ago, I had been traveling through Europe, and I had been gone for this was maybe 7 weeks. I had been in Europe, and I think I was getting ready to go from Europe to Jamaica. So flying for the rest of the summer. So flying via the US, I was landing in Miami, and then I was needing to connect to get a plane to Jamaica. But here's the thing. At this point, I have been traveling for 7 weeks. I've traveled through 10 countries. My last stop is Scotland, which is actually where my grandfather is from. And so I planned this entire travel through Europe to end my last leg in Scotland. It's going to be like paying homage to the forefathers and doing all that. And I was so exhausted by the end of it that I had one last stop, Aberdeen. Those of you that are from Scotland, that is the name of a town where my family is from in Jamaica. And so it's like, oh, how cool. I'm going to go to Aberdeen. I'm going to take a picture of myself there, show it to my family that I went to Aberdeen in Scotland, where our family's from, all this. I never even made it. I was literally like an hour away. It was the last day there in Scotland. I was so done. I was like, okay, that's it. That's a wrap. I just want to get on my plane. And the thing is, I needed to get from Scotland back into Gatwick, to fly from Gatwick, which is in London, fly from Gatwick, connect in Miami to Jamaica. It was a lot going on, right? So I'm laying in Scotland this night, and I am awake all night thinking about all the things that need to go perfectly so I can get to Jamaica. And I'm like, it's maybe 4 or 5 hours later of being awake all night, and all I'm thinking about is, what if it doesn't work out? What if this doesn't happen? What if this flight delays? And then what if that flight doesn't connect? And what if this? And what if I miss my gate? And it was like hours and hours of what if it all doesn't work out. I needed to work out so perfectly so everything connects and I get to Jamaica. And I'm telling you, I'm tired. My kids have been in Jamaica waiting for me to get there. And I am just in the what if fear game. So this was travel. But here's what I know about our people, because you're like me. So you might do this for things like money, for things like your relationship, health, just other things that, are part of your big dream, the things that you really want. And you spend, tell me if I'm speaking to you this morning, you find that you might be spending your time in what if it doesn't work out? What if it doesn't work out? Anybody else ever in the history of time do that, or find yourself still doing it? Like, what if it doesn't work out? What if it doesn't work out for me? I've put all these big dreams out there. I've declared them. But Tasha, if I'm being honest with you, I do spend time wondering, what if it doesn't work out? What if it doesn't happen for me? And that's perfectly human, perfectly normal. Come on, I want to see in the comments. Let me know if you guys, any of you listening this morning, do you all ever do that? Yeah, there we go. Mary is willing to say, yep, I sure do that. Yeah. Well, this was so interesting for me because it had been 4 or 5 hours of what ifs. I was laying in bed, just tangling myself up. Just think about when you make spaghetti, how it's like all tangled and just a mess. That's what was going on in my mind. Just, every which variation of it not working out for 5 hours. After 5 hours, I realized, oh my God, I just spent 5 hours on that. What have I created? And in the awareness that I had done that, I realized, because I do this work so much, I realized I needed to shift. And I was like, what am I going to do to shift this thought? I've just put 5 hours of thinking onto something I don't want to create. What am I going to do now to shift it? And I'm exhausted. I don't have the power to come up with anything to motivate myself at this point, if I'm being honest with you. So literally, this thought, it's just like the wind. Have you ever just been sitting there and just like a wind just blows and it just comes out of nowhere and then it's gone? It was literally just like that. Like this thought just came from out of nowhere and said, well, what if you think thoughts of it working out? I was like, what? What was that? What? And literally, this what if I think thoughts of it working out literally just came into my awareness and went. And for 2 more minutes, right before I fell asleep, I was like, well, what if it all works out? Like, what if it all works out? Well, what if all the flights work out and everything connects and I get there and I'm in Jamaica with my kids happily for the rest of the summer? What if? And I went to sleep. So 5 hours of what if it doesn't work out, 2 minutes of what if it does work out. And the next day I started my trip and I probably had 18 hours of connecting flights and traveling all over the place, but I got to Jamaica, right? So that taught me a very valuable lesson, which is what I want to share with you guys this morning. Because if you ever want to overcome your fears, if you ever want to get out of the trap of, I'm constantly worrying, I'm constantly thinking about scenarios where it doesn't work out for me, I'm constantly stuck in how, all that stuff. This is your ticket to freedom this morning. It's so easy. It's so fun. And we're going to play the what if game here in a minute. But I want you to just know it's the way the pattern work is that we think thoughts. So we think a thought. I was thinking for 5 hours about what if it doesn't work out. Those thoughts led me to a feeling. The feeling was fear. So whatever, just think about you with your thing that you've got, whether it's your money, your health, your whatever. You think thoughts and they lead you to a feeling. And usually that feeling for me, when I'm in disempowering and just worrisome thoughts, what it produces is the feeling of fear. And the feeling of fear creates an experience. So if I had spent 5 hours in the thoughts of what if it doesn't work out, I was so engulfed in fear and worry and anxiety that night that if I didn't shift my thoughts, the experiences that I was going to have, you best believe it was going to be delays and things not working out and just stress. right? Because the end result of your feeling is an experience. So what I want you to do is go back to the beginning of that cycle. So it's thoughts, feelings, experiences. So go back to the beginning and just change the thoughts by doing, well, what if it works out? What if it works out for me? Dr. Joe Dispenza talks a lot about the quantum field and the fact that everything that we desire lives in the quantum field, and we have to put ourselves in it. We have to get access to the quantum field. Well, if you stay in this cycle of repeating thoughts that are creating feelings and then experiences that you've been accustomed to your whole life, and you keep staying in what you're used to, what's your norm, but your quantum field is outside of that. The quantum field with all the things that you desire is outside of that cycle and that pattern of thinking. You have to start thinking thoughts that you have never thought before. I was going to get tongue-tied there. You have to start thinking thoughts that are outside of that loop. And the fastest way to get out of your regular, how you think, the Science of Getting Rich says, if you want to live the life of abundance, you have to learn how to think. And the way to learning how to think means changing the way you're patterned to think right now. So right now, like I had spent years and years in, like, if something big and important was happening in my life, I would spend a lot of time in, well, what if it doesn't work out? What if, just the what if it doesn't, happen in my favor, was my patterned way of thinking. And I had to learn that when I want something big in my life, I have to come out of that pattern and start thinking in a different way. Right. So this morning, hang on a second. I'm gonna look at, I'm trying so hard to stop that. So here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna play with it this morning. Right. So I want you all to think about, we're gonna start with your finances. And I want every single one watching, whether you're watching live or watching the replay, we're going to blow up Facebook with our comments. I just want you to think. I want you to have fun for a minute. Whatever it is that you want to experience financially this year, I want you to type, what if it works out for me financially? What if I manifest my financial dreams? What if I get the 1 6-figure client? What if I open my bank account and there's way more money than I need? Just start typing your craziest, wildest what ifs in the area of finances. Because here is what happens. When you're in that spaghetti loop of what if it doesn't work out, all your brain needs is a tiny window. It literally just needs you to think a different thought for a few minutes, and it will run down that road too. So what if it works out for me? What if I land the largest one-on-one client I've ever had in the history of our business? What if we exceed the goals? What if you guys, you type this, what if I exceed my financial goals for 2022? What if it happens easier for me than I ever imagined this year with money? What if finally I break all of the patterns and the limitations that I have with money? What if it works out? What if my student loan balances are zero? What if the interest on my money, oh my gosh, I love that. Where did that go, Angie? What if oh my gosh, I missed it, Angie, but there's so many really great ones. What if I see the increases in my bank balance? What if $1 million is put in my bank account this week? What if I become the first successful billionaire in my family? Like, what if I receive everything I desire? Just what if? What if I surpass my goals? Like, what if that happens? What if I get, the next great investment idea this week? What if I find out a way to make passive income so that I reach my financial goals with zero effort? Like, what if, come on, what if I exceed my financial goals? What if I receive thousands of dollars daily? Oh my gosh. What if all my outstanding balances are paid in full? What if $25,000 is put in my bank account this week? Look at all these amazing things. What if I manifested $13,000? Oh my gosh. What if I get $65,000 in my account next month? I love it, Jackie. Ooh, Kyla says, I love this. Where did it go? Kyla says, what if I open myself up to new inspired actions to manifest my dreams? I love that. All right. So what if my business explodes? What if I get the perfect clients that make it so easy for me to do what I love and earn more money than I ever imagined? Just blow your awareness up with that there is another option, and what if it works out for you, right? So in the area of finances, what if I exceeded my $77,777? I love it, Pia. What if I get a bunch of orders from my clients? What if I get $10,000 in my bank account? So remember, during the challenge, we talk about the reticular activating system. It's that part of your brain that if you tell it what to focus on, it will actually do the work of creating the circumstances in your life that will make you get that thing you told it to focus on. So when we play the what if game, this is just a fun way. There's no attachment, right? I didn't tell you to make a 5-point plan of how you're going to do all of this. I just said, just introduce it to your mind, introduce it to the reticular activating system, give it something to focus on. Like, what if this works out for me? And what if it does? Look at all the things that you guys have come up with so far. So now I'm going to turn to health. In the area of health, what if what happens? What do you want to say about health? What if, oh my gosh, what if I regain the youthfulness of my body of 25 years old? That's my what if. What if I regained the flexibility, the way my body was toned, the strength that I had, the stamina, like the vitality, all of that. What if my body felt like it was 25 years old? That's my what if. I kind of like that what if for me, for my health. But when it comes to your health, what do you want to talk about in terms of what if? What if what happened for you? What if you woke up feeling stronger every day this year? What if you became your ideal weight? What if you became as lean as you imagined? What if, oh, Jackie, this is really good. This is not even health, but maybe it is. I love this one. What if I kept my word to myself? What if I kept my word to myself? Ooh, that is so good, Jackie. That is so good. Marcella says, what if my stomach just remains flat? What if I achieved perfect health? What if I achieve, Angela says, what if I achieve perfect health? What if I lose the excess weight and my body is stronger and leaner? What if I'm completely healthy? I want you guys to be thinking, what if I release 20 pounds by April 14th, Lisa says. What if in the area of health, like no plan for it, no big thing that you're going to do, but you're just introducing this idea into your consciousness and your awareness. What if that were to happen? What if that were to happen? And now I want you to start. Oh, Jackie, this is so good. Where did that go? Jackie says, what if I treat myself in my wellness like how I treat my kids? Wow, that is so good. What if I treat myself the way I treat others in my health? Oh my gosh. What if I feel energized as my 27-year-old self? Me too, Pamela. I'm going for that too. I want to feel like I did at 25. I want to look that way. Who says you can't? Like, why are we agreeing that we age and, our bodies have to change so drastically? Like, what if that's not true? What if we could reverse that? What if? Let's just play. All right. Okay. In the area of relationships, and your significant relationship, what if you met the partner of your dream this week? What if you became in such perfect alignment that you saw evidence of attracting the ideal mate. Like you saw yourself. What if you became in such perfect alignment that the evidence that you started to see was not just one partner, but multiple, like choices? You started having choices. What if your marriage this year experienced the deepest, most loving, most amazing connection that you have ever had? What if, we all dream in our relationships. I think, especially for us women, we think in our relationships of just that deep connection, like the ability to become one with someone else, like still being yourself, but being able to experience that oneness. It's what we all crave. What if you like had long, extended periods of that in your relationship? What if you manifested the most amazing BFF? When we did our challenge and I introduced my BFF to you all, everybody wanted a BFF. What if you manifested a BFF who became your business partner too, if that's what you wanted? What if that happened for you? So many people have done our program and wanted that and have manifested it. What if it happens for you? What if you manifest a group of such amazing friends and you're traveling and you're just doing life together, and these are your people? You have manifested a core group of just incredible friends, wherever they may be, but you feel supported, you feel loved, they have your back. Not only do I have my BFF, I have a core group. I would probably say 3 or 4 women that are like, we connect. Maybe sometimes it's once a month. We have a 10-minute conversation, but we just know that we're there for each other. We're in the same body of work, and sometimes regular friends can't get it, but we're able to connect and just have real talk about it. And that's priceless to me. What if I met a BFF like Diane and Tasha? Tamika, I love it. What if I met a BFF like Diane and Tasha? How amazing would that be? And then I want you guys, what if I met my soulmate, Yolanda says? What if I met my soulmate? What if? Oh, Jackie, this is so good. What if being detached and aligned allows my partner to flow into my life easy and relaxed? What if that's what I did? Like, it doesn't have to be this big production, but what if, what if I manifest my spirit tribe? Ooh, I love that. Look at all these what ifs. You guys are so good. And the last one is your spirituality. And I want you to really think of the person that you want to become, this spirit being that is a part of, we tend to just see ourselves in human form, like the flesh, the me that you see on the screen. Well, there's a whole bigger me. There is a whole spirit, Tasha, and what do I have in store for what I want that expansive spirit to experience and to become, and to like seep into how it flows through this human Tasha. So when you think of your spirituality, what do you want to become? What do you want to experience? What if I was so aligned that everything in my life just felt like flow? What if I was so aligned to my spirit being, to my spirituality, to the power that I am and that I know that I have? What if I literally just let go and let God? What if? What if I became like, yes, this human form exists, but what if I really tapped into the power of my spirit being and allowed that part of me to run the show more than this human self that's just attached to the here and now and the craziness of the mind and the appearances of life and all that stuff, that weighted low vibration stuff? What if I just allowed my spirit being to expand and to allow that to experience this human existence? What if I could really do that? What about you guys? What's your what if for your spirituality? Hang on a second. I'm jumping over here because I want to see. What if I said no to things that don't serve me? What if my true spiritual me reflected the God in me? What if I allow my spiritual gifts to guide and heal others? Ooh, Camila says, What if I felt expansive? I want you guys to just go for the wildest thing that you can think of. If you're following me, if you're watching this live, whether you're watching the live or the replay, if you are into this stuff, I want you to tap into the wildest thing that you have ever dreamt of experiencing. What if, one of the things is, what if everything I declare this week I manifest? What if I'm so in flow that I just think it and I manifest it? What if that happens all week this week for me? So I remember how powerful I am. What if, here is the big one I want everybody going for. What if I truly believed how powerful I really am? What if I truly believe that? What if this year I truly owned, I know how powerful I am, and I began living from that knowing, from that truth, instead of living from my fears and my limitations? What if I could experience my power? All of you write that one. Every single one of you type that. What if I could truly experience just how powerful I am? What if I could truly experience just how powerful I am? Whether you're watching live or you're watching the replay, go for it. What if I could truly experience just how powerful I really am? Because I think one of the things that happens for all of us is we don't really know how powerful we are. We don't fully believe it, and we are certainly not tapping into it. We are not using it. We're using it a fraction. It's like we have 100% power and we're using half of 1% of our power. What if you truly just tapped into how powerful you are and you just like, wow, why am I working so hard? I'm just going to allow this power of mine to do its thing. What if I could truly experience, Christina Maria, I love it. It's going so fast though. What if I could truly experience just how powerful I am? Look at all these. I absolutely love it. I love it. And I'm going to leave you all with that thought this morning. What if you got to experience that? How cool would that be? How cool would that be if you really just allowed yourself to experience how powerful you really are? I love it. Okay, everyone. I'm going to send you off today. Have an incredible rest of the week. And here's the thing. When you tap into how powerful you are, all the other things that you desired, the things that you expressed in money and relationship and in your health, you actually allow them to come to you versus you efforting to pull them to you, right? When you tap into how powerful you are, they just flow into you versus when you're in that human state of efforting and you trying to figure it all out. It's like you're yanking it all the time. You're trying to do all this stuff to get it to you versus just be in your power and allow it to flow to you. You are that powerful. Mwah. I love you guys. Go have an amazing rest of the week living out your power. Bye, everyone. Happy Monday.